Hello everyone and welcome to the Automotive Perspective YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the introduction of the new Grand Wagoneer concept. So given that I'm just going to talk a little bit about the presentation and the introduction, this is going to be a very short video. I'm not going to go into details of the design or the interior. It's just the overall introduction. So let's start with the presentation because this was something kind of interesting. Here they're introducing Wagoneer as a sub-brand, sort of. They said they're going to develop a portfolio of vehicles that redefines American luxury, in which case that's something smart. Jeep is easily more related to adventure rather than luxury, especially this last decade when the Wrangler has become such a success in sales. Although luxury is not something completely out of the reach, especially with the Grand Cherokee. So I think if played right, this could be a very smooth, I don't want to say transition, but rather integration to the Jeep brand as a whole. They do have quite a lot of things to do if they want that luxury integration to the brand to go right. The luxury SUV segment is not all that big, yet it's very competitive with brands that have a very long time and experience putting good products such as the Escalade, the Navigator, Range Rovers, and some others. They know what they're doing and they continue to improve in every new generation. So this is not going to be a piece of cake for Jeep. Not that it's impossible, but they really have to put some effort into this concept and sub-brand. Now that as for the brand side of things goes. Moving into the design a little, I have to say this was a very predictable proposition. Not that I knew what it was going to look like before the presentation, but there's nothing crazy here. It goes along with Jeep's current design language. In fact, you could have told me that this was going to be the new Grand Cherokee and I could have totally believed it. And I don't mean that in a bad way, by the way. It's actually something good. That's brand identity, I guess, and you want that. Now, something that really got my attention though was the proportions of the concept. I guess this is supposed to compete primarily with the Escalade and Navigator, and we know for a fact that they're going to use the Ram 1500 chassis. Yet I was paying attention to the Jeep people while presenting the concept for reference, of course, and it looked small to me. Of course, dimensions are really hard to judge in such a scenario, but it really didn't strike me as an Escalade Navigator competitor in that regard. It kind of looked a little bit smaller to me. Maybe that was just my impression. Now, like I said, the design is nothing crazy. The light bar at the front, I think it's very cool. And of course, they're bringing their heritage as an introduction of luxury in the SUV department back in the days of the Grand Wagoneers in the 60s and 70s. But this is really not a retro design or anything like that, not a tribute or anything like that. It doesn't look anything like those old Wagoneers, and it really doesn't have to. This have to be, in my opinion, something new, something fresh, something that it goes along very well with the current Jeep designs language. So I think in that regard, even though it doesn't look anything like the old Wagoneers, I think it's very good anyway. So overall, I think most of this comes down to implementation. What they're going to really do with this vehicle and the effort that they're going to put into. I hope this is not another Jeep Commander like they did back in 2007, 2006 or something like that. I hope this is something that they really put some effort to it and it kind of looks like by the concept, but we yet have to see what is it going to be like. So that's going to be it for now. Like I said, very brief video. I hope you like it, and that's it. Bye.